may have been taught in school that California was a free state for black people, but that's a lie. So is this whole notion that California was some equal opportunity paradise where anyone could strike it rich during the gold rush. True history? Many black people who ended up in the Golden State at that time did not come willingly. They were enslaved, forced to toil in the gold mines under harsh and dangerous conditions. Yeah, it's true. California's 1850 Constitution banned slavery. But the Southern white men who controlled the government, the police, and the courts were determined to protect their so-called right to human property. Then there were others like California's first governor, Peter Burnett, a hardcore white supremacist who wanted to ban black people entirely from the state. If he'd gotten his way, black people might not be here right now. In 1852, California passed a fugitive slave law. It said that if your master brought you to California before statehood, you were their legal property. And if you escaped, you would be hunted down and returned to the white person who had enslaved you. A few weeks after the law passed, it was put to the test. 3 black men, Carter Perkins, Robert Perkins, and Sandy Jones, are asleep in their Gold Country cabin, when suddenly their door burst open. A Placer County Sheriff's posse says that they're runaway slaves and hauls them away to appear before a judge. 2 years before, their white enslaver had taken the 3 men to California from a Mississippi plantation to mine gold. But he returned to Mississippi, promising to give the black miners their freedom if they worked another 6 months for a friend of his. Once free, they went into business for themselves, earning $100,000 in today's money in less than 6 months. But the problem was, they never got any freedom papers. And then, the former enslaver decided he wanted his property back. Northern California's free black community mobilized, raising thousands of dollars for the men's defense. The case went all the way to the state Supreme Court, but the justices said the Constitution's ban on slavery was a declaration of principle, never meant to apply to enslaved black people. So, the men were ordered to return to Mississippi. They were forced onto a steamship leaving San Francisco and never heard from again. So you see, California did have slavery. But why does this matter today? Well, this hidden history laid the foundation for a legacy of systemic racism that resulted in segregation, job and housing discrimination, redlining, and mass incarceration. It deprived generations of African Americans economic wealth and countless opportunities. And that's why reparations are not only just, but necessary. California is finally attempting to reconcile with its ugly past. It is the first state in the nation to create a task force specifically to study the harm of slavery and Jim Crow racism, and develop reparations proposals for descendants of enslaved African Americans. To understand how California got to where we are now, we have to know our past. With the task force delivering its historic report to the legislature, all eyes are on California. To learn more about the task force and ways to support reparations, visit goldchainsca.org.